Oh, not a good start, but welcome to those watching. You're tuned into the Race Spec PS4 Pacific Series. This is Tier 3 and Round 12 from Monza. And I'm joined by my co-host. What's your username? NZ Crusader Kid. Yep. There we go. You can see we've known each other for a long time, but I'm sure we'll survive. We'll survive the call. We can hold each other's hands together all the way through it.
Going way back. But no, thank you for having me. I'm very, very excited to have this.
Yeah, it should be. I've heard
this is good race.
Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about this particular championship, so I'm interested to see the boys get their elbows out, turn it into quite the thrilling contest. I can see by that I had just made myself familiar with the championship standings today, and just 9 points separating the top 3 drivers. So hopefully the Monza edition of the championship is just as close. So we've gone on board with. How do we say that? Is that meant to be WIG or WE2-921? What do we do? The Wii man, alright. We got some stuff on screen to look at.
Absolutely, we got 2 on the mediums, Bod Hot and Airborne. Alright, so Ned and Ente, the first ones to do their laps.
Here's Ente now. Bit conservative on the exit of the Retofilio there, making his way.
5th in the championship is Ente, so hoping to get a good race after finishing 5th last week in Belgium. A strong performance.
Yeah, and still, despite being 5th, not that far behind, only 32 points adrift. We know anything can happen at the drop of a hat, so still plenty of points to be made before the season draws to an end.
This is set to 52.4, so not bad.
Negotiates Ascari pretty cleanly. On his way down to the Parabolica to complete the first timed lap of the session. And what will be the early benchmark?
Beautiful 119. Ned up next. Up.
Oh, straight up to
0.1.
second. And then I missed the wee man. He went straight into 3rd. Who's next over the line? The 2nd Ferrari of Finn Kelly, championship leader. Or is he just starting his fast lap? Yeah, I'm on fire.
Who else do we have? Scotty around the final. And 4th.
Good enough for 4th. And Proximity Ross takes 5th out of 5. I heard that, mate. Was that a lightning strike at your place?
Yeah. Oh, very sorry if that hurt anyone. That was definitely unexpected.
NZ Crusader's out this week. He's just been burnt.
Jeez, that was definitely unexpected. Very, very sorry to anyone watching if that.
I actually saw it. For those listening, we're actually broadcasting from the same city. I saw the lightning happen, and then I heard it at your place.
I'm very sorry if anyone needs to go to the toilet, now's the time.
Probably you, mate. Just go change your undies quickly and get back to us.
Oh.
Here's one man who never needs to change the undies. Always drives on the seat of his pants, the stone towel.
If I was racing, I probably would have crashed into the wall after that. Alright, but move on.
So what can the stone towel do? He's using all the track. He's pushing hard early. Flash lid there. I like that one. As he makes his way down to Ascari. left, right, left. All the track and a bit more. Charging down to the Parabolica. I would assume this will be pretty competitive.
This looks like a good lap in the Stone Tower. Or no, into the pits. Who's that
And
going on?
I think they're playing a bit of...
just letting cars through.
Yeah. It's like Monza 2019 all over again. Maybe neither wanted to give up the slipstream. Very familiar sight at Monza. But they're underway. Racing Point in tow. It's the Smeg back there. So Red Bull jumps out of the way.
Jeez, me heart's still racing over that. Oh, definitely unexpected.
Took a few years off your life.
Yeah. If you don't see me for tier 5, then I think you know why.
I'll see you on the news being carted off in an ambulance. That's alright, just make sure you give us a wave.
Yeah.
On the way out. Alright, so the Red Bull... He let the Racing Point through, but now he's sticking with him, so is he keen to grab... What's he trying to do? Grab a toe for the next lap?
Not quite sure. This is airborne, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
Airborne.
Not sure if he's trying to give him, if the Smeg is trying to give him slipstream. Oh no, into the pits. Oh, he's got that red light.
Deputy Dog got up his Deputy Dill Dog. What got up his sleeve in that Sol Mercedes? It would be 4th position. Splits the Ferraris. And who's that? Is that Entei going for another lap? It is. So 119.1 is 119.1's the time to beat at the moment. Nearly 2/10 ahead of Ned. Hugged my dog.
I've just been told, Finn Kelly has told us we have a dry race coming up.
Dry race up ahead. Probably a good thing. Probably a better for more action at Monza. The wet tends to grind everyone into a bit of a rhythm sometimes, and Monza can be exciting enough on its own in the dry, so I'm sort of happy with that forecast. As far as an action-packed race is concerned, plenty of slipstreaming ahead.
Pod 1,000 away from Entei.
Look at that.
Wow.
Talk about a bees you-know-what.
And he's just got that corner massively. Just sent it through turn 1. And Entei improves.
Takes another 400ths off his fastest. Here comes Ned.
And
goes
Ned
to the top. 118.9. First into the 118s. So who else is out on a lap? Around the final corner. Oh no, he's invalidated this lap. Cooked. Back to the pits for you,
the McLarens, that is 10th. Yep, 10th.
Now, who else is on a hot lap at the moment? Scotty's commencing.
20. Oh, Lunacy has just arrived. Moreno.
Used to get a move on.
We're currently Ned. Provisional pole.
A few guys swapping places from 5th to 10th. Scotty started his lap in 9th, now 11th, looking to push his way up into a more competitive grid spot. Good use of the curbs in the middle part of Ascari, straddling them. Might have some traffic to contend with here. Ferrari jumps out of the way. It's a little wide through the Parabolica and gives it up. I'm good at finding guys that on an in-lap.
It's Lunacy, Airborne, and then I assume will come in. Stone Tower's out of fuel. Fox City.
Give us a yell if you see anyone on a hot lap.
Is coming up. All 19.4, good lap. 10 standard. Lunacy's on a flyer. Airborne coming around, about to approach the final corner.
Yeah, looking to pick himself up off the bottom of the table there. What's he got?
It doesn't look like he's on for 18. Might be a 19 actually. Yes, it's 19-2.
So 5th position, that's good for.
Top separated by 0.3.
And hopefully the race is just as close. That's not a hot lap. This might be a hot lap, but it's not that hot. What's Bodhard up to? He's just kicking off. And I assume so is the Lunacy behind him. So let's see if these two can move themselves out of the bottom 2 positions. And that's faster than Bodhard. Half a second, no less.
Nothing really too much. Everyone's on invalidation. Cars into the pits. Just over 5 to go. Ned with the original pole by 0.2. Yeah, the Lunacy, the last driver to set a time.
Actually, worth noting, Bodhard seems to have a crack with the mediums, is he? No, that was his last lap, but goes on the softs now, takes it up to 8. Tell you what, another 10th.
Not a good position so far for a Scotty, coming second in the championship. So far sits 13, so he's going to have to obviously put in another lap. In fact, he comes out of the pits now. Come back when he's on a flyer.
Haas driver will want to get busy. Second in the championship, starting from 13th, will not help his campaign.
Actually, not a good position for Finn Kelly either. 7th so far. Ned is retired. Will that help him? Will anyone search?
Deputy Dilldog down in 9th as well. The other two main contenders in Stone Tower and Entei, they'll be licking their lips at this rate, sitting 2nd and 4th. Hoping the race will start this way with the other contenders struggling so far.
So the two Haasters currently sit 2nd and 13th for the constructors leading. They'll want to get a good race to extend that over the Williams. Entei 18.7.
Lunacy goes up to 6.
Entei, good lap from him. Ned is retired, so that's unfortunate.
Entei with a 1:18.7. So everyone's currently in the pits pretty much, are they? Honourably Airborne's out on track.
Gotti starts his flyer. And the other guys, Entei just waiting. And the Red Bulls through as Airborne.
We'll go to Scotty and see if he can get himself.
Bit of a not that bad of a exit through 1 and 2. The top 2 are retired already.
And they're done. So
Scotty
Scotty
not
now,
improved.
he's struggling to find the pace.
And have a little 3 potential laps. One's on his fuel. Lost the back end of it there.
Through the first, very wide through the first Lesmo. I thought he was going to invalidate that one. If it's possible to do that at the first Lesmo.
And, oh no, up by 0.3, so that hasn't cost him that much. And he's gone off.
And that's invalidated.
Up by 0.3.
Scotty.
Here comes everyone else starting their fires. Or coming out now at least.
Yeah,
So Lunacy, I think, is retired. Lunacy's in, not sure if he's going to give up or not. Airborne on a flyer, the only one so far. Scotty's into the pit.
Yeah, so Scotty will be starting at this rate 14th and last.
Not good for his championship.
It's a disaster. But
Oh,
you can find that pace in the race. Could be interesting watching him try to make his way through the field.
Haas only up by 12 in the constructors, so that not a good rate for him so far in the Williams. Only one today, that is Stone Tower. No, Deputy is in the wrong car actually, he should be in the Williams.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I thought there should have been 2 Williams drivers. I thought I was losing my mind. So Deputy Dildog's Williams represent, I see. We're right on board with Honourably Airborne. He's invalidated that lap as well. So
Most of them have just come through Sector 1 now. Sidepod starts his lap. Bondpod and Finn Kelly about to start their fires. So everyone now starting their fires.
alright, we'll go to Finn Kelly in the Ferrari.
Airborne is retired. We'll start from 5th potentially. To make 2 tenths up. And there we go. Confirmation that Scotty will start from last. Let's make Oster back in a bit.
So disaster for the Haas driver. Second in the championship. Will start 14th and last.
So one final lap. Quali is over. Smeg. Oh.
Checkered flag is out. We're riding now on board with Finn Kelly. Can the Ferrari driver boost himself up out of 9th position? Negotiates Ascari. Pretty tidy. Is it fast enough?
Him and Bodford, the only drivers to complete their fires. Finn is up by 210 through the sector 3.
This could be good enough to get him up to 4th. Only need a couple of tenths.
No,
third even.
Side pole. 3rd place for Scotty.
Great lap. We'll check in
Bodhod,
with Bodhod now.
Final one.
What can the Racing Point driver do? Again, it's so tight in the midfield. Just a couple of tenths could move him anywhere between 9th and 5th. And he's going to box. True to form.
So there we go. That is the end of Quali. Hosted will be Entei. Great lap from him.
Right, well done, Entei. Solid lap. Done well. Had to earn that pole position today. Alrighty, I'm going to take myself a quick break and be back in time for the race. Don't go anywhere.
Alrighty. So, standings. And this is how they will line up. Kelly in first. Over Scotty Stonetower, deputy, who should be seated in the Williams. NK Bodhod Bandy, who can't make it. Proximity did make it. Side pod Abella, who's actually Ned. Snake, Airborne, True Kid. Gold Gloves. And 10. The Giants sort of made it. That is how they in order of the standings. So sorry again, Finn Kelly 143, Scotty 135, Stone Tower 134, Deputy 150, Intel 111, 145, Proximity 58, Southwest 57, Ned on 35, Smeg on 33, Airborne 27, Gold Gloves 14, and 10, not a point. Not on a point at all. So, what is everyone's tires? We Proximity and Scotty on the mediums. That's good for them outside the top 10.
Alright folks, so settle in, we should have a great race ahead. This is the Race Spec PS4 Pacific Series Tier 3 and round 12 from Italy. And let's see if we can get a better view of the start as the lights come on. And go off, and we are underway. Good start from the Haas driver as they march down to the first corner. There's a Ferrari heading into his slipstream now, looking to challenge into the first corner. Great start from Finn Kelly, putting the Haas driver on the defensive. Has a bit of a peek around the outside. Will they all get through the first corner safely? The McLaren's gone wide. There's a bit of push and shove, and Williams into the gravel. It's the Stone Towel. Disaster start.
Wow.
So
Stone Towel, no damage at all.
One of the championship contenders into the gravel on the first lap. Absolute disaster. The rest of them seem to get away okay.
Sitting in third, really needs these points.
We've got another driver off back there. Is it Scotty? The championship leader. Oh, sorry, second in the championship. Still familiarising myself. Oh, wow. Being in contention for the championship's looking to be a bit of a curse at this stage.
Grace off and Finn Kelly to leader. We really want this.
So it's
still NT leading.
Ahead of the Ferrari of Finn Kelly. Ned in third in the Alpha Tauri. Deputy Dilldog in a Mercedes today, normally in the Williams. Down in fourth, the Lunacy fifth in the Renault. Already opened up a little gap to the sixth place Red Bull of Honourably Airborne. That's a mouthful. As they commence lap 2.
In fact, I'm just looking and I can't find Lunacy in the standings, so I'm not sure if he's meant to be in here or not.
He might be subbing in for the day. There's a McLaren making a move up the back there. Past that. That's Finn Kelly. Dropping back.
Oh no, it's a leaderboard glitch.
Oh, well. Thanks, Codemasters. You're on fire.
There we go. Everything's good.
Don't let my call alarm you, people. He's still in second. All is well.
Yep, there we go. So.
And starting to home in on the leader. He's got his eye on that first position. He wants it. How soon can he grab it? He'll have to keep one eye behind him with the Ned in the Alpha Tauri closing in.
Gets a move into the points. Great overtake.
So McLaren driver side pod up to 10th place.
Proximity an early penalty.
Proximity wasting no time.
Behind him. That's going to cost him. Scotty slipstream. He's got much better pace.
Now, can Finn Kelly get close enough to have a consider a move into turn 1? Doesn't appear so at this stage.
And those top 3 are already pulling away. The gap is already 2.5 between the top 4. It just shows how much pace these top 3 have.
Proximity Ross is into the pits already. He's getting himself a new nose change and taking on the hard tyres. So he's probably going to look to go pretty deep on those ones. As we go back to the lead battle, top 3, as you mentioned, NZ pulling away from the rest of them, but sticking well and truly close to each other, not letting any of them out of their sights. Finn Kelly with one eye in front, one eye behind on Ned in the AlphaTauri. And when is he going to look to make a move? He's ever closer to that Haas. The move could be imminent. So as they make their way down to the Parabolica, Entei in the Haas with Finn Kelly. Look at him, he's just going to wait. Not going to look to try anything into the Parabolica. And he can just... Oh, and he's gone off into the gravel and bang into the fence. Oh, Finn Kelly. Another of the championship contenders cursed at Monza. Slams it into the wall. Gets away with it, but he's going to have to go a full lap with some front wing damage. Will that affect him badly? Sitting in 5th at the moment. Getting it all crossed up through the Retafilio. Oh, wow.
Wow, a terrible camera angle on that. Lost the back end into the wall.
Oh, just disaster. So we've seen tragedy before Finn Kelly, Scotty T, the Stone Towel. I mean, out of the top 5, that leaves Deputy Dildog and Entei to suffer some form of the curse. How will they go? Deputy Dildog's got his mirrors full of Renault.
Even driving the wall. Let's hope not.
So as soon as Entei's gotten rid of the Ferrari, well, Ferrari got rid of himself, he's no sooner got Ned in the AlphaTauri looking at the same situation right behind him. 3rd, 4th and 5th. The Lunacy's going to go up the inside into the Parabolica. Deputy Dildog has something to say about it as he sticks around the outside, but can't hold off the Renault. Will he try and fight back heading down to the Retafilio? He's in the slipstream.
Using the overtake there, Lunacy, great move there. And holds onto it cleanly.
So, 3rd place now for the Renault driver, and Deputy Dildog will have to deal with the recovering Finn Kelly, who has opted not to box. Cal will be pretty streamlined without that piece of front wing as he goes to go up the inside into the Roja. Gets it done cleanly.
Great move again.
And 4th place now for the Ferrari. Sans front wing end plate, making it work. And Deputy Dildog seems to be dropping back now into the clutches of the Red Bull. The sole Red Bull of honourably airborne in 6th position.
So actually with damage, Finn Kelly did improve through sector 1.
That's amazing stuff. As we see now Ned once more, his laps going by very quickly as there's action aplenty. Has a bit of a peek into the Parabolica. He's not going to consider anything serious there, just letting the Haas driver know that he's there as he lines him up down the start-finish straight, and will look to make a move potentially into the Retafilio. But that Haas has good straight line speed, and by the looks of it they catch him through the corners but can't do anything of any real substance down the straights. See there, closing in under braking and through the chicane. So further down, the Lunacy still can't quite shake off the wounded Finn Kelly. Deputy Dildog in 5th, still got the attention of the Red Bull of Honourably Airborne, who might consider a move into the Roja. Not quite. Right up on the gearbox of the Mercedes though. Tucked right behind into the first Lesmo. And if he doesn't make that move soon, the Smeg might have something to say about it in the racing point, closing in from 7th position. And then in 8th and 9th, you've got Tent and Bodhod, and then a bit of a gap down to the 10th place. McLaren, a very angry side pod.
Finn Kelly with wing damage, doesn't matter to him, he's got another move on Lunacy.
Well, he goes honourably airborne. He's going to do a move up the inside at the Parabolica. Again, we see a Mercedes having to fight around the outside.
I was lucky.
Chops the nose of the the Red Bull driver. Makes his intentions clear.
The straight line speed of that Red Bull this year in this game is just outstanding.
So he gets ahead well before the corner.
Many overtakes being done already.
And meanwhile, Finn Kelly's up into 3rd there. Sorry to cut you off, NZ, but Finn Kelly now goes ahead of the Lunacy. I mean, he's referred to him as having a wounded Ferrari. It can't be that wounded. He's getting the job done.
And Ned's still stuck there behind the harsh driver. So we're focusing on the hards. Look to go to the end.
Oh, and the Ferrari gets a big tank slapper on coming out of the second Lesmo. Almost lost it. Almost had another little meeting with the wall. And as a result, the Renault of the Lunacy is going to have a look around the outside. Gets it done before they hit Ascari. Oh, and the Renault loses control. Lets Finn Kelly back through. It's musical chairs for 3rd place. And now the Red Bull of Honourably Airborne goes past the Renault driver. Can the Renault driver take that position back? Has to tuck in before the Parabolica. So, musical chairs in the midfield. We've got a yellow flag. It's Wee.
Wee's in the wall.
He's picked it up.
Damage? Yes.
Yeah.
Half a front wing.
So, it's not a good day to be a Ferrari front wing. He's going to have to box at least. The positive is it happened near the pits.
So the Ferraris would want to take the win in front for the Tifosi. And so far not looking like it.
Making it very difficult for themselves at the moment. And a bit of a train starting to form behind Finn Kelly.
DRS train, this is where it starts to come in.
Yeah, this is where it begins. And we'll get locked in on each other's gearboxes.
With that DRS train, Bodhod is now on for 3rd, as down there at 8th, everyone's separated by just under a second to Bodhod, so he's on now for 3rd. Big Ben makes lap through. He's a very quick driver. Nice run through there.
I'll just quickly check on Ned, just see what he's going to try down the start-finish straight, if anything. It's where he can't quite get close enough. Haas just too fast in a straight line.
Pulling away with that overtake. A few laps ago he had 75, now he's dropped down to none. Doesn't just looking into the first corner, if you have no percentage, into turn 1 you can gain 20%. So that's really, really helpful. And this track is really easy to save ERS. It will definitely help some drivers throughout this race weekend.
So as we get another good look at the train, led by Finn Kelly, Bodhod the caboose, and that's 6 positions, nose to tail in the midfield. So anyone's for the taking at this early stage. We're on 3rd race distance. I think I saw Bodhod going a little wide in the background. Oh, and getting a bit of a tank slapper on in the back there as well. He's driving like a raggedy man, but sticking to the back of that pack.
That's just a great shot of Ascari through there. Look at that train from Finn Kelly.
Who's going to make the first move? The Red Bull. The Lunacy poking his nose out on Deputy Dildog as well. It's just not really the best place to overtake, I guess, when you can just play it patient and try it down into turn 1.
Ascari definitely will not be a place Bodhod into the pits.
And here goes the Red Bull now. He's going to have a look up the inside. Whilst in the background, the Lunacy goes up the inside of Deputy Dilldog, who has a little bit to say about it. Not much he can do from that position and has to give up 5th to the Renault driver. So Bodhod's in the pits, as you mentioned.
Well, up front, NK still holding this lead by around half a second. Slowly pulling, not really pulling away as much, and looks like he's scheduled to come in this lap.
Sorry to cut you off. Finn Kelly's lost 3rd to the Red Bull now. Finally got that move done. I assume that was through the Roja. And now, well, he's got the DRS. That could help him avoid another pass in the form of a Lunacy. Ascari, not the best place to get it done anyway.
Deputy just holding off there, doesn't want to be involved in any of these incidents.
A Red Bull slipstream gets it done. No sweat. Into the Parabolica. Why be patient?
Oh, top 2 in the pits. This will be interesting. This is going to be
and
interesting.
Deputy Dilldog closing right in under brakes there. So
here we go. Who's going to rejoin out in front? Might be. It is Ente.
Well, you assume the Ferrari's going to have to grab himself some new end plates there.
I don't think he changed his wing.
He certainly came out way behind.
No wing change.
No wing change?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you did.
Yeah, just dropped him well back, and now he's got the attention of Tent Sandals.
Wow, so he lost places to Lunacy and Deputy. So just the top 3 need a pit now. Ente will be provisional race leader. 3 drivers on the hards, Proximity and Wee.
So honourably airborne is your honourable leader until he makes a stop along with the Smeg. Oh, and who was that going wide? It was Bodhod, was it? He's rejoined now and has Deputy Dilldog diving all over his backside. So, oops. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Mercedes now. He's going to have a look into Ascari here. He's side by side. Gets it done. Can Bodhod fight back down towards the Parabolica?
Right, he's the Smeg in the pits. So he's come in, Airborne stays out.
And Scotty as well.
So just one on those softs already.
How long do you think those softs can last? Can he go to the end of the race? Sorry, how much further can he go before he has to chuck the mediums on?
I did put in a bit of practice, and softs last about 11 to 13 laps. So he's gonna have to come in very, very shortly. He'll either have to come in this lap or next lap.
I guess you'll know. I guess he's making them work fairly okay at the moment. So, Scotty's sitting in 2nd. Yet to pit also. MK, your effective leader. How long's a pit stop roughly at this track?
Around 20 seconds. But you're gonna have to be cautious because the pit entry is not that long. So you're gonna have to get the right braking point to avoid a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, well, we saw the variation in their pit entry approaches when the Lunacy, Finn Kelly and Deputy Dilldog come in. We were on board with Finn Kelly looking behind, and the Mercedes driver closed right in under brakes, made up a stack of time coming into the pits. He got his braking just right by the looks of it. So there goes honourably airborne now. He's going to rejoin in 8th by the looks of it.
Yeah, 8th position for him, so he's lost time.
But he's tagged right onto the back of the racing points.
Well, there goes the host, iPod.
So second of the McLaren driver, 11th, disconnected.
And that'll boost Stone Tower position.
Goes through, literally.
Side pod still using his overtake. Not sure if you're going to catch him.
We'll just pop back up to our effective race leader. There's a 3-second time penalty for the lunacy. So we'll just...
He stays out again.
Just keep note of those 3-second time penalties too. They might play a bit of a factor at the end of the race.
So looking at it, it looks like Scotty's going to do the medium softs. The mediums can last, if you come in lap 11, so for softs, they can last 16 to 17 laps. So he's going to try and shut you out a little bit longer, for at least 5 laps, and then go on to the softs.
Alright, so we're looking at Deputy Dilldog, still well and truly entrenched in the middle of that DRS train, led by the lunacy now, with Bodhod still bringing up the rear, honourably airborne in the Red Bull closing in to take up that role of caboose. Well, I guess he'll bring Finn Kelly along with him. You can see the Ferrari driver right on the tail of the Red Bull. As they make, gets a little wobbler on out of the second Lesmo. Look at the speed advantage as they head down to Ascari. He's going to have a go here. Up the inside.
Yep, that's
much more confident on the brakes, but goes a little bit wide. That'll compromise him. The Red Bull driver will have the advantage heading down to the Parabolica. Ferrari driver forces him to the outside. Will he go on with it? Decides better of it. Tucks back in.
That's a great job there from my airborne in the back out, because Ascari, not a great place to do some overtaking.
Yeah, it can get a bit hairy when you're trying it on in there. And he's in the toe now.
He's just lost 2 positions, probably because of those medium tyres, and then Ned and Entei just zoom away from him. So if someone gets overtaken at the sky and then gets taken out, that's I assume would be an easy 5-second time penalty. So you've been in the wrong there.
And Deputy Dilldog's just gone up to 4th. He's gotten past the Renault driver.
He won't give up, I assume.
And now the lunacy will have the smeg to deal with.
Ned or first penalty for him, I assume.
Oh, 3-second time penalty for the second place Alpha Tauri driver.
Entei, just one warning. So Ned really needs to make an overtake right now and gain 3 seconds.
So this has changed the complexion of the race. Entei pretty much probably just needs to keep it tidy, keep it between the white lines. I mean, he hasn't had... Look, he's had a driver on his backside pretty much the whole way and kept him at bay. If he's confident enough he can do that, he might be happy with a 3-second time penalty of his own. As we look at the Renault driver attacking and defending in the same breath, the Mercedes driver skipping over the curbs. That's going to lose him some exit speed.
And that's going to cost him smeg, looking for a move. Looking on the outside of Lunacy, he's going to look for a move on the inside. Is he going to try? No.
Oh, and the Renault goes off. Has to take to the escape road. That'll cost him. Wow. The Racing Points and Finn Kelly go through. And trying desperately to get it back on the track. Drops to 9th.
Wow.
So the Smeg applying the pressure and gets a result. That was a tough spot for the lunacy. He had one eye out in front looking for a move, one eye behind defending. Like he had spiders on him, and then forced into a mistake. Goes too deep at the Roja, and that drops him down to 9th.
You'll be very disappointed in that. Could have been on for 4th place. So Scotty finally onto the pit. I assume he'll come on the softs, so they can last 10 laps around the circuit. Especially it being a short track.
Meanwhile, just to cut you off there, Finn Kelly's having a look down the outside into turn 1. All in the Racing Point just bails. Decides not to have an incident and gives up 5th place.
Made everywhere here. Finn Kelly, Smeg up 1. Lunacy went up 1, 10 went up a position. Moves are being made at this track.
It's like day 3 at Augusta, moving day. No one's happy to sit still. And they're all making moves now, so race complexion changing a fair bit in the last couple of laps. The moment not least of which the 3-second time penalty for Ned in the 2nd placed Alpha Tauri. Have huge ramifications as the laps begin to wind down. Only 9 and a bit to go, 10 and a bit to go.
Ente's still on that 1 warning, so he's very, very cautious to not get a penalty.
So I don't think Finn Kelly's done with the Racing Points yet now. He's got the Smeg firmly in his sights. He's taking a bit of a tow from Deputy Dilldog in that final podium position. Oh, and a bit of a tank slammer for Bonnard, and he's into the fence. Wing gone. Keeps his wheels on. He'll have to dive into the pits.
And VSC's out.
And a virtual safety car. I don't think anyone going to make a bit of a dive for a little dash on the soft tyres, do you think?
I probably wouldn't say under VSC conditions. No, Bod Hot is the only one where he'll be fuming. That's one definitely to the stewards. If he made, did he make any
Proximity
contact?
Ross is going to do it. Remember, he came in early for those hards. Actually, yeah, he was never going to get... Well, I mean, not going to get to the end in great condition on those tyres. So this, I mean, look, he's way down anyway, but it's a good chance to grab some softs, as he does. Now,
did Bod Hot make collision with anyone? I wasn't quite watching that there.
No, he did that all on his own. Just got the mother of all tank slappers on, and then slapped his nose into the fence, sort of in that...
And Finn Kelly... Sorry there, but Finn Kelly, great move on the Smeg, 4th place.
So he was awake to it once the VSC was done and dusted, and wasted no time going through on the Smeg. Caught him napping, but
and another one, that is Ned. Ned's lost it. Final corner.
No, Ned. So this is working out good for Entei now in his bid to make up some points in the championship. Currently sitting 5th, some 32 points back from Finn Kelly, and he's in a great position now to make up some big points.
Well. Entei looks like he's going to comfortably take home this win. Now, Ned is really going to have to push with that.
He's got the Deputy Dilldog on his tail now too to deal with as they head down to the Roja. What's the Mercedes driver going to do? Thinks better of it for now.
And Finn Kelly is also riding behind this. He's going to have to try and stay back. He will have the DRS. Here he goes. He's not going to make a move there. Get the DRS. Oh, great run there. Deputy didn't get the best.
Some of the top championship contenders going hammer and tong now in the last third of the race. This is no time to relax. But as I said,
Don't go anywhere now. We are in for a thrill.
Absolutely. Lap 19 of the Italian Grand Prix, and things are becoming white hot as these guys get amongst it. They won't want to have an incident. You wouldn't want to see them have an incident unless you're Entei out in front looking to make up a nice haul of points here on the leaders.
So Finn Kelly, he did put himself in the wall, and he's doing very great. Up in the 4th with wing replacements. That's very great comeback from him.
So as they head down to turn 1.
Ned's still being cautious. And Deputy does have a penalty, so he also has a penalty. Finn, 1 warning. So Finn is on for the podium if he doesn't lose control again.
Did you say it was Deputy that has a penalty as well? Because we know Ned's got one. So if Deputy's got one, Finn's looking actually good for second place at this point.
So it could be Ente, Finn and Smeg on the podium. I'm not sure if Smeg has been on the podium, but...
Smeg will want to finish nice and close. So we didn't get ahead of those 3-second time penalties. So, Ente, looking good. Possibly for a third win of the season. No driver in this championship has won more than 2 races this year, so Ente could be about to be the first to take a third win.
Or airborne on Lunacy there. Great move there from him.
Makes it stick for 6th position, and now Finn Kelly's got a pretty good run on the Mercedes. As they head down to turn 1 on lap 21, he's forced to the outside.
No,
Mercedes defends. They're not that
almost
side by side. Oh, do they avoid each other? They do. And now the Smeg's got a good run on Finn Kelly as they make their way up to the Roja. Can he stay in the slipstream and do something about it? Stuck his nose out for a bit. Finn Kelly's aware to it, goes to the inside, realises he's well ahead, resumes the racing line, but picks up a 3-second time penalty of his own.
Well, Smeg on for second. One more warning for Smeg. Lunacy definitely has penalties. Yes, 1 penalty for him. 1 more warning and it's another. So what a finish we're going to have.
I wonder if the Smeg knows how pretty he's sitting at the moment without any warnings, as the 3 drivers ahead of him are picking them up. Left, right and centre. She's got to stay close, the Smeg. How far behind is he? It's about... It's close to 3 seconds. You want to save all his ERS up for that last lap, close right in. But I don't know how aware of that he'll be as we see Finn Kelly closing in now. He's on the inside this time and well ahead, well before the Retafilio, and resumes a 3rd spot with 5 laps remaining.
Sissel gets them on the podium.
Meanwhile, we'll just take...
Currently sits 10th in the championship on 35 and behind Sidepod, so Sidepod out of the point, so this will give Ned a bit of a booster.
So we're having a quick peek down at 6th place at Lunacy with the Red Bull driver hot on his tail. See what he can get done. And the driver going to be using all his might to try and pull away and hold on to 6th. I think 5th might be out of the question. He's just too busy full of that Red Bull in his mirrors, having moved up ahead of him a couple of laps prior. And you wouldn't think Finn Kelly's going to sit still for too much longer. Now, no one... Can he get past Ned?
He's gonna have beautiful speed. He's gonna get the move done.
Forced to the outside by the AlphaTauri driver. They're getting pretty close.
Second
but
place
the Ferrari goes ahead. He still fights back. He's got something to say about it, the AlphaTauri driver. That is elbows out stuff. And holds the position. We see the Deputy Dill Dog move through as well on the Ferrari driver. This is going to get punchy heading down into the road. On and off! He's gone into the wall. They're both gone. Ned and the Mercedes driver.
Wow. Safety car deployed.
Oh, I was just about to say this is going to get pretty punchy, and it sure did.
Now, the reason Ned forced Finn Kelly off was last week in Belgium. Finn Kelly kept on forcing Ned off the track, so Ned got his revenge there, and it didn't end well for him as someone just got a drive through. Well, that's 1 to the stewards.
Yes, that'll be certainly one to be having a look at afterwards. Finn Kelly, minus that front wing end plate again. Wow, drama at Monza. Full course safety car. and this race is not done yet.
Don't forget about these penalties that the drivers behind Entei has. So Entei will try and get a good restart, because he should know that the cars behind him have got Finn Kelly into the pits.
Ferrari boxes. He's going to fix that.
Does he have wing damage?
He's missing an end plate. I know that. The front right end plate's gone, skis.
Yes, wing replacement for Finn Kelly. So everyone's into the pit lane for softs. Entei and everyone stay out. Well, this is good for the drivers on these softs. Give them a big advantage.
So, big speed advantage. The question is, though, when will the safety car come in and how many laps will be left for them to take advantage of the fresh rubber?
I'd say the safety car will come in at the end of the next lap, and we'll be running the 2 laps under green flags.
So Finn Kelly heads back out on track. That drops him to 7th. Will the guys out in front do anything? Well, they've caught the safety car already. So it's going to be too late now.
So this is going to be good for Smeg, as he's the lead driver on those fresh softs, so he can actually chase down the cars in front of him on the old tyres. Entei 12 on the mediums, Airborne 10, Scotty 6 on the softs and 10-12 on the mediums. This is perfect for the fresh compound tyres of the softs.
Now, of those top 5 drivers from Entei down to Smeg, who had the Smeg's clear of penalties, isn't he? And so is Entei, am I correct?
Entei is definitely clear. Smeg 1 warning away. 10 has got multiple penalties.
Right, 10's been busy.
Scotty one penalty away. Airborne has a penalty. And Entei no penalty at all, just the 1 warning. So Entei and Smeg are clear.
So even
Airborne,
with a couple
Scotty
of laps left, is the Smeg could be sitting pretty. Does he have enough time to get out after Entei? He needs that safety car to disappear. The 2 guys at the back dragging the chain, catching the queue. We in proximity. So we might only end up with one final racing lap, and that could get wild. Hopefully we get 2. They're closing in on the train now.
Oh, Scotty, penalty. 5 seconds.
What's Scotty done? I missed that while I was looking over at the track map.
Speed collision with Tent, but Scotty's in front.
So what are they doing behind the... Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if he can get that. I would assume he wasn't trying anything deliberate there behind the safety car. Might be one to be reviewed after the race. Do they have all the pieces of their front wings intact? Looks like it.
Well, safety car, is it in? Yes. Zooming away. So we're going to finish with 2 laps under green flags.
Alright, well the guys at the back will want to get a move on. We in proximity, they still haven't caught the train yet. So strap yourselves in, viewers, wherever you may be watching. This is about to get wild in Monza.
Well, poor Deputy was the innocent driver, and he got taken out as well.
It was
Here we go.
It was quite the wipeout. But we can review that after the race. For now, let's take a look at the first 2 drivers. So, Entei heads off to begin the second last lap with the Red Bull of Honourably Airborne closing in on the slipstream of the Haas driver. Won't get close enough. Or the Haas driver a bit tentative on the brakes.
Well, look
Will they all get through the first corner safely?
Wow. Everyone just bunched up in turn 1. Entei already zooms away.
I feel some of them were playing it a bit cautious, expecting the others to all crash into each other. There's one off! Is it Finn Kelly? He's gone!
Wow.
Championship leader! Again!
iPod as well.
Oh, you'd hate to be in championship contention in this race. It has just been one curse after the other. There's Finn Kelly, cooked, out of the race. No points.
No. There's going to be 1 point for the Ferrari. Sorry, 2.
Meanwhile,
Wow.
back up front, the Haas driver, he's still got a race to continue. He's not too worried about that right now. And he's got the attention of Honourably Airborne in the Red Bull. Scotty in the second Haas, not far behind in third as they march down to the Parabolica for the second last time. Further back, the guy's duking it out. The Racing Point getting a bit punchy with the stone towel in the Williams.
Scotty on the inside.
Scotty goes past the Red Bull. On the start-finish straight, the Lunacy's going to have something to say about it as well. He's looking for a piece of the action down to turn 1. The Haas has got his mirrors full of cars. Holds them off for now. Stone Towel, he's side by side with a Racing Point back there. And the second Ferrari of Wee. 3 abreast coming out of the first corner. And it's going to be Bodhod. Takes the advantage. Just don't know where to look. It's all happening here at the moment. Very angry side pods drop back.
Just checking. Scotty has a 5-second penalty and the drives behind them have more than 5 seconds. So this could be a Haas 1-2. Someone's gone off.
Who's gone wide?
17 Stone Towel.
Oh, they finally came together. Looked like something was always going to happen there. Saw him coming 3 abreast out of the final corner. We'll go back up front now. Scotty homing in on his teammate, with the Lunacy homing in on him himself as they make their way to Ascari. 1, 2, 3.
Is Lunacy going to heartbreak the Haas for a 1-2? No, Haas will comfortably take a 1-2.
Wow, it's hard to believe we're approaching the checkered flag already. It's just been an eventful race. So, Entei, minus any penalties, he's going to pick himself up the win in round 12 of Monza. Great victory.
Haas 1-2.
Haas 1-2. Oh, hang on. The Scotty's demoted, and we forgot about the Smeg, who driven that clean race fantastically all day.
Scotty did not serve his 5 seconds. That's what boosted him off a Haas 1-2.
And the Lunacy down to 4th. Wow. Well, what a race. Take a breath, people. Have a sip of your beer, your wine, your water, whatever you need to recover from that one. That was insane. Driver of the day, Scotty, in the Haas.
And that is going to put the championship.
Yes, my word. Finn Kelly picking up no points from the lead. He's demoted. Stone Towel dropped back right at the death. Deputy Dilldog wiped out. And good points haul for Entei in the Haas. Wow. What an eventful race. It went just like that. Can we do another 10 laps?
Yeah, definitely.
That was amazing. Alrighty.
How much fingernails do you have left after that?
Nah, none, and I'm missing 2 fingers as well. I went that far down, but yeah, fantastic race. I hope I can sub in for this one next week, actually. That was unreal.
Best race of it. That was way better than real life F1.
Oh, wow. Alrighty, well there's your results. And who's down there? Yeah, it was only 14, wasn't it? There's your results for the day. Well, I'll be happy to leave you with that one. Thanks for joining me, NZ Crusader. It was a blast.
Yeah, definitely best race I've ever seen. Thank you for having me, and hopefully we'll be back here next week for Singapore.
No worries. And thanks to everyone who joined us for the broadcast or who's watched the replay. Wherever you may be watching, it's been great to have you with us. This has been the Race Spec PS4 Pacific Series, Tier 3 and Round 12 from Italy. I've been your host, Mike Wilson. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to having you next time. It's bye for now.
Yeah, see you.